Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. This is one of those DDs where I don't know where I'm going with it. I just have a vague topic I want to discuss. And the launching point is the dismissal, the firing of Mike Gundy after 20 plus seasons at Oklahoma State. It was time, but why was it time? What is going wrong in college football when we're seeing some great coaches, including Dabo Swinney at Clemson, struggle so much? And that list probably includes Kansas State's Chris Kleiman. First, let me beg. I need you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I think you enjoy it. I know it's probably distracting to have this on your screen all the time, but go ahead and subscribe, and we're sponsored by coldest.com. They're just fantastic. Go get you one of these buttes. Oh, I love them. I love them. I drink so much water now, it's really not working out well for my bladder. Anyhow, on with the DD. Mike Gundy is out, and he deserved it. For all he did at Oklahoma State, what happened last year was things went south. And he talked his way into getting one more season to prove he could change things, and he fired his entire staff to save his own ass. And then he coached like he didn't give a damn. That's just unforgivable for me. He has completely mailed this season in. I don't know if he'll ever get another job, and I don't know if he really wants one. Maybe he can go ahead and move into color commentary and grow that mullet out, because it would be a beautiful thing on College Game Day. Just saying. But as I mentioned, Swinney is going through this. One of the premier coaches of recent history. But the changes in college football are substantial. And it's not just NIL and transfer portal. The way these guys learn football might as well be cursive handwriting. It's foreign to this current generation. Nobody is challenged physically in ways of bear crawling up and down the field where your knuckles get bloody on the turf. You can't grab a young man's mask and yell at him, because that's abusive. But the kid going on the field and getting the crap kicked out of him by an opposing player, that's part of the game. You see, what college football has become, and maybe a lot of this is for the best, is an entirely different world. It's more like pro football, except you also have to recruit. That's one of the beautiful things about the NFL. You get to coach. You don't have to recruit the players. You don't have to draft the players. Other people in charge of that. You take the players they get for you and you coach them. There's so much more that goes into college football. And I fear we're going to see basically an entire generation of coaches that are, 50 and over maybe, that just say, this isn't the game I love anymore. And that kind of makes me sad. Some of it can go away. The punishment for, punishment's sake, I'm fine. The players deserve to be able to use their own name, image, and likeness. The spending spun wildly out of control, but did we expect anything else? And now the transfer portal brings in a whole different thing, because not that you can rebuild your team or maybe elevate your team like Texas Tech has done. You can also lose your team. And now that Oklahoma State has fired Mike Gundy, the transfer portal's open as of today for those players. I don't know how that works. I don't know how you leave a school in the middle of September to go to another school. It doesn't make sense to me, because at the end of the day, they're college students. Got to keep their academics up too, don't they? Or is that gone too? Fans also have so little patience with coaches. Sometimes things don't go right. Sometimes the recruits you put together just don't gel into a team. I think we're seeing that at Kansas State. But the solution isn't to fire a proven veteran coach who has had success, won a Big 12 title. You don't fire him after one bad season. And granted, I understand last year ended poorly and it continued into this year. It's kind of a string of misery with a summer vacation. But coaches are going to start walking away. I don't think Chris Kleiman will step away. not this way. But I don't think he's going to coach into his 60s either. Those guys are not around anymore. And they don't need to be. The money's so good now. You can get one significant power level job, that contract over those 5 years and the guarantees and the buyouts and all that, even if you suck, you can live on that forever in luxury. So the world has changed for the bad for coaches and good. The money is so much more. We've got coordinators getting what head coaches used to get, more than that. So yeah, college football's changing. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with all of it, but some of it needs to happen. But I want to caution fans. We live in an immediate society. I talked about this on the PowerCat podcast that drops later on Wednesday. And sometimes you just can't get immediate gratification. Sometimes the guy at the job, if he's run into issues, deserves a little more time, another chance. You wouldn't want your boss firing you after one period of poor sales. Maybe there was something going on that didn't work out well in your sales environment. I always laugh when people want a coach fired after 3 losses or whatever it is, because they would never want to be held to that standard in their own job. But I understand this. Coaches are incredibly well paid to do a good job. But also, if they've proven themselves, they deserve some patience. And unless it falls completely apart, they don't deserve to be fired in the middle of the season. Mike Gundy, and I am pained to say this, deserved to be fired. You can talk about how it was done, when it was done, allowing players to get into the portal when they haven't even played 4 games in the season, all of that. But he has proven this season he was done coaching, but he wasn't done taking the paychecks. And honestly, that's disgusting. You failed your alma mater. You failed your fans. You failed all those players and coaches that you brought in this season to supposedly help you get back on your coaching feet. It was all about you, Coach Gundy. And you literally did make it all about you. You mailed it in. You signed autographs for opposing fans. And you lost to an in-state, I don't even want to call Tulsa, rival, because they so rarely win. But they did win this time. And they were clearly the better team. I'm just really disappointed that a great coach has gone out this way, with surrendering the fight by giving up because it got too hard and too challenging and too different from what he knew. Couldn't adjust. It's the way of us old men. We don't want to learn to drive the car. We don't want to fly in one of those fancy airplanes. And in college football, we don't want to mess with paying players. The world changes, and if you can change with it, you can survive. But eventually it might be too much, too overwhelming, too many changes, and your old ass doesn't want to go with it. Farewell, Mike Gundy. You were an incredible football coach until you lost the love of it, and everyone could see it.